Oh, yeah, snap of chocolate.
Today we're going to be making two incredibly tasty plant-based treats. They work great as a healthier dessert, a snack, a treat on the go. First of all, we're starting with our raspberry Bakewell muffins. They make a great breakfast on the go, and they can easily be adapted to be gluten-free. We're going to start by making a flax egg. The flax egg will function as a binder. So what happens is you use ground flax seeds, and when they're mixed with water, they coagulate and they form this tight binding solution. 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed and 6 tablespoons of water. It's always a 1-to-3 ratio. We need that to sit until it thickens. Okay, now we're gonna mix our dry ingredients. So I have 180 grams of oats. I use jumbo oats, you could use smaller oats alternatively. Next step, we're adding in our ground almond. It's 150 grams of ground almond. I have 50 grams of white flour. Use gluten-free flour if you want to make these gluten-free. And finally, I'm adding in our rising agent. So I'm using 1 teaspoon of baking powder, nice teaspoon, Steve, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Next step, take your clean hands and mixy. This is always my favorite bit. And if there are any lumps, just make sure to break them down. I've got 20 grams of flaked almonds, and make sure just to keep a little bit for garnish on the top also. Now for our wet ingredients, 150 grams of melted coconut oil. That's the fat that's going to bring indulgence to this. Next step, 150 grams of maple syrup or syrup of choice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon of almond extract. If you don't like almond extract or the almond flavor, just leave it out. And add in our ground flax. So you'll notice it's a good bit thicker, and that will function as the binding agent. And mix all that together. Make a well in the center of our dry ingredients. Spatulas are always so helpful for this type of thing. It means less waste and less wash up. We've got 1 punnet of raspberries, that's 125 grams. You could use fresh or frozen. Carefully fold in your raspberries. You want the raspberries to kind of hold their shape, but also it's nice when they kind of create this ripple. Important part, which not everyone does, but I love to do, taste your batter before you put it in. It's a great way of finding out if you forgot to add in any ingredient. Really nice. So now we're lining up our muffin tin. It's a 12 muffin tin, 12 muffin tin, 12 muffin tin. Our muffin tin has room for 12 muffins, and we are lining these with little baking tray. What do you call those little things? Muffin case. We're lining them up with 12 muffin cases. We divided that batter between 12 little muffin cases and flake them on top, and let's bake them. And I'm rambling. Because we use so much almond flour here, it really brings a moisture to these muffins and adds this kind of crumbly-like texture.
They're really easy to make, super tasty, and kind of a healthier muffin.
If you want to learn more about vegan baking, we have our Ultimate Vegan Baking course starting on Monday, the 15th of April. Full details down below. It's so cool, and we would love you to join us. Next up, we're making our healthier chocolate caramel peanut squares. Super easy to make, and they are healthier because the majority of the calories are coming from whole food sources such as nuts and dates, which are packed full of fiber and lots of goodness. So I've got a baking tray 9 inches by 9 inches. I'm going to flip it over. I'm just going to rip down the side here. First step, let's blend our cashew nuts until they reach a breadcrumb-like texture. Maybe this time. Add in our dates on top of that, because the dates will bring fiber, sweetness, and they'll also bind our base together. I've got 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. This is just going to make our nuts and dried fruit taste better, because this is a cake. One of the keys here is to really compact it so we get that beautiful division of layers. No need to clean out our food processor because similar ingredients. So in go our dates for our date caramel. In goes our peanut butter. If you're allergic to peanuts, just use almond butter or cashew nut butter, or you could even use tahini. 6 to 8 tablespoons of coconut oil, and that might sound like a lot, but again, this is a cake for loads of people. And in goes our water. With adding water, just be careful. Just add a little bit less, and you can add more as it's blending. In goes our caramel. I absolutely love this. And now we'll spread out our peanut caramel, really trying to get it to the edges and get a smooth level there. This is always, when you're doing this, take a moment. I think there's something so magical about falling chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna pop this into the fridge. This is the hardest part, just to leave it to set. So just taking this out of the fridge, and one of the keys to slicing it without the chocolate cracking is to heat your knife. And a nice easy way to learn your knife is to take a Bakewell toast. Oh, I love things like that. Just that sizzle, the burn, the excitement from it.
Peanut date caramel, chocolate layer on top, and then we have a date and cashew nut base. Delicious, tasty, higher in fibre, healthier snack.
You can find both of these recipes now on our recipe club. Check out the link down below to learn more.
Oh, I love these.